So, what I teased was there's a record number of these people, and the question is, what people is there a record number of? There's a record high number of 40-year-olds in the U.S. that have never been married.
Good for them.
Kelly Clarkson.
Right,
It's like I think of the 40-year-old virgin here.
No,
but,
I don't think they're virgins.
No, I don't think they're virgins. But I thought this was interesting. A record number of 40-year-olds in the United States have never been married, and most of them are living alone. According to brand new analysis of U.S. Census Bureau data, the Pew Research Center analyzed Census Bureau data from 2021 and found 25% of 40-year-olds that year had never been married. That's a sharp increase from 20% in 2010. So up 5% in just a decade. That's pretty significant. The number of 40-year-olds never married. Should we go to the never married 40-year-old lines right now?
Yeah.
Listen, I think we can go probably mid to late 30s to probably mid 40s instead of just saying, oh, you got to be 40 years old to call up. I think for the sake of this conversation, never married, that we say maybe mid 30s to mid 40s or maybe high 40s, early 50s, never married.
It should be 40 and up. If the story's 40 and up, 39-years-olds don't count.
Look at you, stickler.
Listen, I think 39, 38 is close enough for the conversation.
2 rooms.
Oh, yeah. Fester, Mr. Loosey-Goosey over here suddenly being are you wearing an ascot? What
are you, Mr. Furley?
What is around your neck?
No, this?
Oh, you're wearing you're wearing a tie-dye T-shirt.
I'm wearing my favorite shirt, which is a Dickies Mechanics Work shirt, and then I have like a tie-dye T-shirt.
Yeah, but you're buttoned all the way up, and it looked like you had like an ascot around your neck or something. All right, Fester's showing it off on MJTV right now.
All
Andrew,
right.
Did you get that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go to phones on this. I would like to talk to the record number of 40-year-olds in the U.S. who have never been married, according to the newly analyzed census data. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. And again, I'm not going to hold it to exactly 40. If you're a little under 40, if you're over 40, never married, but for the sake of the conversation, just the stats are record number of 40-year-olds never married. But I think that we should have a couple of years of leeway. All right, let's go to phones on this. And have you never been married? And why is that? I mean, are you dating a lot? Have you had relationships but never got married? What's the deal here? So let's go to the never married phones, 800. And again, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open up the scope, the breadth a little bit here. So I'll say mid to late 30s to, maybe to 50 or so. Never married. Let's go. Fire up the phones. Want to talk to you. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Now, while Andrew is screening calls, how many 40-year-olds do you guys know that have never been married?
I know quite a few, actually. And I think there comes a certain point, in your 40s where if you haven't been married yet, you're like, no, I'm good. Because you've lived such a big chunk of your adult life on your own that you don't want anybody else to get into your space. All
right, my call screener says Key. Is Key your name or is that a misspelling?
No, that's my name.
Oh, Key. All right. Hey, thank you, Key. So it's K-E-Y, Key?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very unique name. I like it. All right, so Key, you're in Tampa, and what's your marital status?
I have never married.
And how old are you?
51.
So you're 51, and obviously you were 40 just some years ago. And why, Key, have you never been married?
Never had the desire to do it. And my brother used to beg me. He was like, why don't you want to get married? I was like, I just don't. I like my life. I have a partner. We do stuff together. But I never wanted to get married. Never, ever, ever.
Listen, if that works for you, then it works for you. So you've had relationships, you've had companions, but you never desired to get married.
Nope, I've actually been in a 30-year relationship with the same person, and neither one of us wanted to get married.
All right, so I think that doesn't exactly count, Key, because you're doing everything else.
No, but the stats are 40 and never married record number. So it does. It doesn't say that you can't be in a relationship. You got to be holed up in some closet.
She's been with this person since she was 20.
Right.
So,
but
they're not married.
But not married, Fester.
But don't you get?
Yeah. Hey, Key, thanks for. Hey,
You're welcome. Have a great day,
Hey,
guys.
hold on.
Bye.
Hey, Key, before you go, Key, what is your favorite flavor of pie?
Apple cherry.
What?
Oh,
Apple cherry?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought it would be key lime pie.
I know.
Let's make some more key jokes. Do you ever lose your house key?
What's your favorite chain?
Have a great day, Key. All right, Paul is in Largo.
I have something to say before, as we go to Paul, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes, all-time quotes, Chris Rock, he says, "You can be married and bored or single and lonely. Ain't no happiness nowhere."
You sound just like him.
Yeah, that's a really good impression of Chris
It
Rock.
wasn't supposed to be an impression.
If Chris Rock was reincarnated as an uppity white woman,
Here
that's exactly how
here comes Will Smith. He's going to slap you in the face as well. Yeah. Ow, son of a. All right, Paul's in Largo. Hey, Paul, you're 40, correct?
That's correct.
And never married, correct?
Came real close, but that's correct.
All right, so Paul, you're in the stat. You're in the Census Bureau stats. 40, never married, record number in the United States. So why are you not married at 40?
Well, I was dating, my fiance, we've been dating for a while, and we were coming back from her parents' house to my apartment. And I'm a first responder. So there was a car accident, and I stopped to help out. And I said to her, "It's really bad. Don't get out of the car. I know the way you are. Just let me do my thing." And a young girl had ended up pretty much, lying on the side of the road. And I was helping her, but she had passed right there on the side of the road.
Terrible.
And I didn't realize my fiance was watching me. And that night it changed. And she ultimately said, I can't be with someone who's going to be running out and, fighting fires and doing stuff like that.
Hold on, I can't be with someone that's going to help people and rescue and save people?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Maybe you're better off without her.
That's called a blessing,
I
Paul.
would think so, but
Yeah.
she was, she was the love of my life. We were engaged, and we were supposed to get married about 7 months before that, before she broke it off. And we waited till 3 months, like 4 months of trying to work it out. And so, like it's in my blood. That's what I do. My family's done it. My father's done it. My sister was the first firefighter as a female back in the 80s.
Where? What city?
What's that?
What city?
Oh, this was all the way in New Jersey. That's where I'm originally from.
All right.
And,
So, Paul, thanks for the call. Are you dating now?
I am. I have been, but nothing's really worked into a marriage.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It just kind of gave me marriage fright.
All right, so, Paul, you're 40, never married, but you're not ruling it out. If the right person comes along, then it could happen.
Yes.
All right, Paul, thanks for the call. And, Paul, are you still a first responder?
I am. 40 years or 30, 35 years I've been doing it with my dad. I was like, he was the fire chief of training, so I was like a victim at the training center.
Oh, so you're like a little 5-year-old kid and you're a victim?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. All right, Paul, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. Let's grab just a few more here. Jennifer is in Newport Richie. Jennifer, how old are you? And you've never been married?
I'm 53 and I've never been married.
All right. So again, Fester's angry that I'm not taking only 40-year-olds.
No, I'm just wait. No. I didn't say that. She's right. Jennifer's what I wanted.
Get over it,
40 and
Fester.
up. I didn't want to take a bunch of 36-year-olds like, oh my God, I'm not married. I haven't met the right boy.
so-
This is what I'm looking for.
Jennifer, 53, never married. Why?
Never married, never.
By the way, thanks for sneaking in just under that 25 to 54. All right, go ahead.
Well, I just always just, it's not really that I don't value marriage. I just never saw the need to do it. I've been in 3 long-term relationships my whole life. 8 years, then 13, and for the one I'm in now for 10.
Wow.
I've just always been really happy and never saw the need to do it. All of them asked me. I just never wanted to get married.
All right, like the current relationship, which is like 10 years, I think you just said. Are you guys
Yes.
are you cohabitating or living separately?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been cohabitating. We've been living together since about a year into the relationship.
Gotcha. All right, Jennifer, thanks for listening. Do you listen every day?
Yeah, every day.
Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate it. Hey, you know about the $1,000 cash dash, right?
I do.
All right. Well, listen, we are about an hour away. I'll announce the next Cash Dash song, and then you listen all day. When the song plays, if you're the seventh caller, you win $1,000. So hopefully you can grab $1,000 during our 4-week run with this thing. Okay.
I'll certainly try.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer.
Not to be not romantic,
Yes.
but marriage is a business relationship as much as anything else. And you're basically going into business with someone.
So you're saying you're just in business with Doug?
No, I said it is a business relationship as much as it is other things.
Right. Well, it seems like what you're saying that the trials and tribulations of
Doug.
is just what? Transactional?
It's certainly sad. She took all the romance out of
Yeah.
her.
Wow.
I'm such a romantic
Man.
newlywed.
Yes.
Man, it just went, meow.
Doug, I have to see your P&L for last quarter. Show me your P for the last quarter.
All right, let me grab 2 more calls and I got to move on. We got a lot of stuff today. Fred is in Tampa. Hey, Fred, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, just 46 years old. I've never been married. I've never even asked anybody to marry me.
But in relationships, though, over the years?
Yeah. I was in a 12-year relationship, a few 4-year relationships. But now it's to the point where I'd rather just have friends than have somebody that we're not going to be in a relationship with after a few years and then starting all over.
You sound like a real catch, Fred.
Thanks for the call. Fester, don't be
He does.
snarky to Fred.
sounds like a catch.
He just hung up
And
on
he just hung up on you.
He's probably got it. You know what? Now, thanks for running off listeners.
I said he sounds like a real catch. I didn't say he sounds like a troll. I didn't say anything like that. I said he
Yeah.
sounds like a catch.
All right,
He
one
probably
more.
had a woman calling him on the other line.
One more call. Grace, Port Richey, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Last call on this. Hi, Grace.
Hi, how are you, MJ?
Doing fine, Grace.
And never married,
Right.
but I find that I have to love somebody more than I love myself to marry them.
So you're saying you're more in love with yourself than anyone else?
I'm a perfect person.
Yeah, say that again?
That's not saying I'm a perfect person.
No.
But what you're saying is you're more in love with yourself than anyone else.
Yes, I love myself too much to marry somebody that isn't perfect. And perfect for me, I should say.
My screen says you did bang out 2 kids, though. Is that true?
And I got pushed out of the way. My head hit wouldn't.
Grace, hang on a minute. My screen says that you did have 2 kids. Is that right?
Yes, I have 2 sons,
All right. Are they married?
and they're adult sons.
Yes.
Did they get married, or are they following in your footsteps?
Actually, they're kind of following my footsteps. My one son is 40 years old, but he was going to get married, but she left him, took the baby, and
Wow.
moved to California.
all right, I think that's more than I want to know, but
Somebody else.
Hey, all right, Grace, thanks for listening, and I hope you have continued love with yourself.
I know that sounds awful.
No,
Grace,
no.
no.
Respect me as much as I respect myself.
Right? No, Grace, you sound absolutely lovely. Grace, thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right, have a good one.